song, girl. Don't say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready. 'Cause it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you.
Tiptoed in a room. I know you got to have your rest. She says, come lay beside me. I've been waiting since you left. She's sweet to me. Must be the luckiest man alive. Did I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life? First time that I saw you, you took my breath away.
Around the corner, remember?
Might not get to heaven, but I'll to that day.
Good job.
Sleep by hand. I am the luckiest man alive.
Are you hustling?
Did I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life?
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, shall I stay? Would it be a sin? Oh, if I
Please be seated. We are all here to celebrate the relationship of Tawnee and Joe, and to be witnesses and supporters of the commitment that they share with each other. Today we're a group of the most important people in their lives, and they've brought us here to publicly recognize that we have all played some special part in the love that they share today. Because despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier. It's our one universal truth that no matter who we are, where we've come from, what we believe, we know this one thing, that love is what we're doing right. That's why you both are standing here. We've all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we are reminded in the ability that love is the very best part of our humanity. I ask, who gives Tawnee away in marriage to this man?
Me and his mom and her mom does.
Marriage gives permanence and structure to a couple's love. Marriage is telling the person that you love that you're not going anywhere, and that's a powerful commitment for two people to make to one another. A good marriage must be built on the foundation of this commitment. In marriage, the little things are actually big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say, I love you, at least once a day. Those 3 words never have bad timing. It's never going to sleep angry, and it's standing together and facing the world. It's speaking words of appreciation, demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is having the capacity to forgive and to forget. It's giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow, and it's the common search for good and the beautiful. It's not only marrying the right partner, it's being the right partner. Would now ask Aunt Deb to come up for a reading.
1 Corinthians 13. If I speak in tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor, and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now, we see only a reflection as in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these 3 remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love.
Tawnee and Joe met at a friend's birthday party that she wasn't actually going to attend, but her mother forced her to get out of the house that night. Joe was quiet at their initial meeting, so Tawnee felt like she had to make the first move, but she wasn't quite sure that his feelings were mutual for her. Upon leaving the party, she immediately got a text from a friend asking if they could give her number to Joe. And they have been inseparable ever since. Their first date is when Tawnee knew Joe was going to be the one. He went to watch her gymnastics act in a high school musical play for their first date. Tawnee says Joe is the calm to her storm, and she feels like she adds spice to his life. But they both feel like they balance each other out, even when they're bonding to Cardi B in their living room. They've had 5 years together and cannot wait to share the rest of their lives together. And Joe describes Tawnee as bringing joy, organization, and adventure to his life. He says Tawnee is amazing, goes above and beyond to help him and those around her. And Joe doesn't know where he'd be and can't imagine his life without her. And he is truly happiest when he is with her. I'm here. We're all here because we want happiness for the both of you. We're here to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, and remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your own story. It's not one moment, it's not this moment. It's every moment. Big ones like your first date, moving in together, getting engaged, but mostly it's a million little ones that come in between the big moments. Falling asleep next to each other, making dinner together, spending the holidays with families, getting a big hug when you get home at night. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You're both choosing each other, and you've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, makes you smile, and makes every day brighter. You're about to make promises to each other that you both intend to keep. You're going to vow to take care of each other, stand up for one another, and find happiness in the other. There's a simple premise to each of these promises. You're vowing to be there. You're teaming up and you're saying to each other, every experience that I'm ever going to have, I want you to be a part of. Joe, do you take Tawnee to be your wedded wife, to live together in marriage? Do you promise to love her, comfort her, honor and keep her for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all others, be faithful only to her for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Tawnee, do you take Joe to be your wedded husband, to live together in marriage? Do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him for better or worse, richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, forsaking all others, and be faithful only to him for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Joe and Tawnee will now exchange rings to symbolize their commitment. Rings are derived from humble beginnings of imperfect metal to create something striking where there was once nothing there. It's customarily worn on the ring finger because it's the only finger with a vein running directly to the heart. The wearing of rings is a visible outward sign that they have committed to one another. From the earliest times, the circle has been a symbol of completeness, a symbol of committed love. An unbroken and never-ending circle symbolizes a commitment of love that is also never-ending. As often as each of you looks at this symbol, I hope that you're reminded of the commitment to love one another, which you have made here today. Take Tawnee's hand, left hand, and repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our love
as a symbol of our love
for today and tomorrow
for today and tomorrow
and all the days to come.
and all the days to come.
Wear it as a sign
Wear it as a sign
of what we have promised
of what we have promised
on this day,
and
know my love is present
know my love is present
even when I am not.
even when I'm not.
Please take Joe's left hand. Tawnee, please repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of our love
as a symbol of our love
for today and tomorrow
for today and tomorrow
and for all the days to come.
and for all the days to come.
Wear it as a sign
Wear it as a sign
of what we have promised
of what we have promised
on this day,
on this day,
and know my love is present
and know my love is present
even when I am not.
even when I am not.
Aunt Holly?
I'm reading from Ecclesiastes 4:9-12. 2 are better than 1, because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Also, if 2 lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken.
The bride and groom have decided to perform the ceremony of the cord of 3 strands. Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands cannot be easily broken. It states that the two of them together are stronger than they are separate and alone. We often use the word synergy to say the sum is greater than the parts. But what actually makes us greater? What is that magic ingredient? And that ingredient is actually love. I do believe that love is the most powerful force in the universe. It's a power that we can't lend ourselves to and allow it to be the place from where we operate. We can allow ourselves. We can love ourselves and act in the world from a place of love. Imagine the world where we all operate from a place of love. No one can speak for the whole world, but today, by performing this ceremony, the bride and groom are saying that they are going to act from this place in their marriage. They're saying that the power of love is greater than they are, and it's a power that can make each of them better and better together as a married couple. They have 3 strands here, 3 cords. One stands for them, one stands for each of them, and the third stands for love, the tie that binds. They will now braid them together.
Hold it up there. We'll do that. Boom. Oop.
Doing a little shake up here.
Just as you support one another as beautiful and blessed individuals, it strengthens your union. As you hold one another in mutual concern and shared respect, may you continue holding each other tightly in your hearts and form a strong bond together now and forever. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Joe, you may kiss your bride. May I introduce to you for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Van Horn.
Ready to go?
Oh, you're here. Sure, of course. She's sleeping. I took her jacket off.
We drug him down the aisle.
You were dragging him.
We drug you down the aisle. You have to actually have
Are you guys ready to bring in our bride and groom and bridal party? Ladies and gentlemen, starting things off, please help me welcome in the kids. Louder, ladies and gentlemen. Now help me welcome in our usheress Cassie and usher Jack. And our usheress Ellery and usher Cooper. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot hear you. If I can't hear you, I know they can't. Help me welcome in our bridesmaid Christine and groomsman Clay. And how about Robin and Chase? And our bridesmaids, Brooke and Marina, escorted by groomsman Justin. Help me welcome in Alicia and Sam. And we have Sarah and Bruce. Now, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome in our maid of honor, Heather, and our best man, Greg. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if all of you could please stand and start making some real noise. Louder! Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Van Horn. Hold on. Stop. Joseph. You just walked halfway through this room and you didn't stop and publicly make out with your wife. What is... No. You can do better than that. See, you got to understand something. This is the only day you can publicly make out with your wife and it's acceptable. Tomorrow it's awkward. We're going to turn things over to our maid of honor, Heather, for her speech, followed by our best man, and this evening's prayer and blessing by Grandpa Richard.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Heather, Tawnee's cousin. For those, they say a cousin is a part of a childhood that can never be lost. But Tawnee isn't just a part of my childhood. We've grown and been there for each other through every stage of our life so far. I may technically be the older of the two of us, but all my life, I've been the one looking up to Tawnee. We both may be a bit type A, but she is also kind, people-loving, and adventurous. Truly the most beautiful person inside and out. Since the day she was born, she's never strayed from being her very own person. She's always finding ways to put her own spin on things. I mean, she designed and made her own formal dress in high school with the help of Grandma Judy. No matter what she's doing, she always dives or flips head first at 100 miles per hour into whatever she sets her mind to. When I first met Joe, I could instantly see the connection between the two of them. But after they left my house that first night, I was nervous. And not just because I didn't think that they were a good fit. but Joe just seemed a bit quiet. He hadn't met the rest of the Robinsons yet. But fast forward, thank you. But fast forward, he's now showing up to family functions in matching Christmas pajamas, hand-making white elephant Christmas presents, and isn't afraid to throw an elbow or two when a game of peanuts is getting a little out of hand. And have you seen him dance to Cardi B? Just wait. At the bachelorette party, we played a game where I asked Joe a bunch of questions ahead of time, and Tawnee had to guess his answers. One question was, what's his favorite thing about her? And he answered her personality. I know, wow! But it wasn't just that. He went on to describe everything that we love about Tawnee to a T. So if I didn't know before then, I knew at that moment that this was the man for Tawnee. He loves everything about her, and he continues to encourage her to be herself each and every day while standing right there by her side. I think we can all agree by looking around the room that the love that all of these people have for these two, and it's evident the love that they have for each other. So, now that I've run out of adjectives to describe these two, will you join me in toasting to the two most important people in the room, the bartenders. Just kidding. Tawnee and Joe, they say marriage is not a noun but a verb. So may your marriage be modern enough to survive the times, but old-fashioned enough to survive and last forever. Cheers.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming. I'd like to thank everybody for coming. It turned out to be a very nice day. This is a toast to both Tawnee and Joe. Joe, this brings me great joy to be your best man. I watched you grow up.
Quiet! Thank you.
I watched you grow up from this little boy playing around the yard into a very nice young man today with a very bright future ahead of you and the two of you. For you, Tawnee, welcome you to the family. It could not have been a better match for these two to come together, husband and wife. May your love always be strong and always remain at the end of, and always remember one thing at the end of the day, always to say, I love you. To both of you, love you both. Cheers to both.
And we'd like to do the common table prayer. Come, Lord Jesus, be our guest. Let thy gifts to us be blessed. Amen.
And we're sending our bride and groom over to the cake table.
Sugar, oh honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you.
Thank you very much.
Sugar, sugar.
Okay, you grab the top.
Perfect.
There we go. Just use my fork. Right up in that thing. There you go. Feed each other.
Be nice.
He said if I put it in his face, it works.
First time you ever been married. I don't care.
Take one little step back then and like for some people to watch you.
Huh? I don't care.
You have to give her a cake kiss.
For their very first dance as a married couple. Ladies and gentlemen, where is your enthusiasm? This is their first dance as a married couple.
praying, floating in and breaking down my road dark door till dreams. Long before we ever met, I made up my direction. Long before I knew the half of half I'm sure of now. Though I'd say it ain't the way that you'd have gone about it. Follow me and lead me on and never let me down. So I'll love you till my lungs give out. I ain't lying. I'm all yours. You're all mine. There ain't two ways around it. There ain't no trying about it. I'm all yours. You're all mine. Ride my rails and find hotels and all that in the middle. Every bite and curtain drawn, I want to taste with you. Gotta send my days in pen, the muse I ain't refusing. Part of me that ain't around, I'm always talking to. So I'll love you till my lungs give out. I ain't lying. I'm all yours. You're all mine. There ain't two ways around it. There ain't no trying about it. I'm all yours. You're all mine. So I'll love you till my lungs give out. I ain't lying. I'm all yours. You're all mine. There ain't two ways around it. There ain't no trying about it. I'm all yours. You're all mine. No, there ain't two ways around it. There ain't no trying about it. I'm all yours. You're all mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our bride and groom. At this time, we'd like to invite our bride and her father to the dance floor. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our bride and her father, dancing Trace Atkins, Just Fishin'.
I'm lost in her there, holding that pink rod and reel. She's doing almost everything but sitting still. Talking about her ballet shoes and training wheels and her kittens. And she thinks we're just fishing. I say daddy loves you, baby, one more time. She says I know, I think I've got a bite. And all this laughing, crying, smiling, dying here inside's what I call living. And she thinks we're just fishing on the riverside, throwing back what we could fry, drowning worms and killing time, nothing too ambitious. She ain't even thinking about what's really going on right now, but I guarantee this memory's a big one, and she thinks thinks we're just fishing. She's already pretty like her mama is. Gonna drive the boys all crazy, give her daddy fits. And I better do this every chance I get, 'cause time is ticking, yeah it is. And she thinks we're just fishing on the riverside, throwing back what we could fry, drowning worms and killing time, nothing too ambitious. She ain't even thinking about what's really going on right now, but I guarantee this memory's a big one, and she thinks we're just fishing. She ain't even thinking about what's really going on right now, but I guarantee this memory's a big one, and she thinks we're just fishing. Yeah. Oh, she thinks we're just fishing. We ain't only fishing.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our bride and her father. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our groom and his mother dancing Johnny Cash's A Thing Called Love.
"6'6", he stood on the ground. He weighed 235 pounds, but I saw that giant of a man brought down to his knees by love. He was the kind of a man that would gamble on luck, look you in the eye and never back up. But I saw him crying like a little whipped pup because of love. You can't see it with your eyes, hold it in your hand, but like the wind that covers our land, strong enough to rule the heart of any man, this thing called love. It can lift you up, never let you down, take your world and turn it all around. Ever since time, nothing's ever been found that's stronger than love. Most men are like me, they struggle in doubt. They trouble their minds day in and day out. Too busy with living to worry about a little word like love. But when I see a mother's tenderness as she holds her young close to her breast, then I thank God that the world's been blessed with a thing called love. You can't see it with your eyes, hold it in your hand, but like the wind that covers our land, strong enough to rule the heart of any man, this thing called love. It can lift you up, never let you down, take your world and turn it all around. Ever since time, nothing's ever been found that's stronger than love. Ever since time, nothing's ever been found that's stronger than love.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our groom and his mother. You know, I have to say, Mom, that was the happiest dance I've ever seen for mother-son. Usually, Mom's got a pocket full of tissues. And joining our bride and groom, we'd like to invite all of the married couples to come and join them for the traditional anniversary dance. So again, all of our married couples, if you would please come out and join our bride and groom on this traditional anniversary dance.
And ladies and gentlemen, keeping a tradition of the anniversary dance, with the exception of our bride and groom, those couples who've been married 1 year or less. 1 year or less. How about 3 years? 3 years or less.
I don't care what you did, man. That's
6 years. 6 years or less.
I don't think we're gonna win, man.
8 years. 8 years or less. Years. 10 years or less.
Just think what you got.
12 years. 12 years or less. Continuing into the next summer. 15 years or less. 18 years or less. 20 years or less.
That's why you get in the country, Jerry. That's why you get in the country. Longevity.
22 years or less. 25 years or less. How about 26? 26 years or less. 30 years or less.
40
33 years. Thirty-five years or less. How about 40? 40 years or less. $45. 45 years or less. $47. 48. 49. 50 years or less. Ladies and gentlemen, start giving these couples a big round of applause. We're at 50 years and we just lost a one. How about 52? 52 years or less. 53. 54. 55. 56, 57, 58. Congratulations. Okay, we just lost them at 58 years. Straight ahead, how many years have you two been married? 63 years. Over here, how many years? 63. So if I went 64, congratulations. Now, Joe, I didn't tell you to stop. Start kissing your wife.